Hello everyone and welcome to another Division 2 video. Today here on Haroshaje with Jaapaasa versus Mimile in the December monthly tournament on the SDL Discord. And in the left we do have Mimile playing Panzer-Lehr on Maverick Income, and on the right we do have Jaapaasa playing 7th Mechanized on Vanguard Income. So for this tournament you have to choose different incomes, which I think should keep things interesting. And now let's head into the decks. And we start with 7th Mechanized, a division that we don't see that often, but I think it's actually a quite decent Soviet division. It's definitely not one of the top Soviet divisions, but it is definitely high up there because it fits in well with the current meta, in my opinion. Recon tab, we do have the Karadushka, we have some Rozvedkas and A and B phase, which are quite nice to have. Also, the Dushka can be super annoying in general. Not sure if it works super well against Lair, to be honest. And then we have some T-3476s as well in the Recon tab. Infantry tab, it has the usual Soviet tools, and we see pretty much those. You have Strelkys in different variants. We see the SBT and the DP in A phase, and then some more DPs in B and C. It's definitely nice that you have so many Strelky DPs. Not all Soviet divisions can bring them in all phases, and you of course want to have as many of them as you can. And then Superior and Tankos in A phase, pretty much the usual. Run it off with some afters in B. Tank tab, we have two nice options here with the Matilda and the Su-76. So the Matilda, first of all, it's a medium tank, but it has the price and a crappy gun of a light tank, but it has decent armor for its price, which is, and it's also painfully slow, by the way. But this makes this actually quite nice because it can brawl super well with all the light tanks. They should really struggle killing the Matilda, whereas the Matilda can easily take care of them. And even if it takes a pen, it can still function until it takes another one. So this is really nice. Should do well against the Panzer-Lehr that Lair has. Then you have the Su-76, which is basically the other way around. It has a decent gun but crappy armor, but it can trade up nicely to medium tanks, which is great. And then you have some T-3476 in B and C phase. This is the one with the 90mm of armor. Surprised that we don't see more in A phase. He has the one in the recon tab, but still. Support tab, pretty much the usual. Machine gun, support gun, flamer, ammo, and then some 2k with the Su-122, which is quite nice. AT tab, some nice options there. The 45 mils, of course, a great tool, and yes, you have the Su-76, which is a quite cost-effective tank killer, in my opinion. You have the Su-76, Su-85, which is kind of meh, and then the mighty Su-122S. It is pricey. It definitely can has definitely some punch, but it is expensive, so not my favorite tool. AA tab, we have the 25 mil and the 37 mil, produce standard there, and then in the artillery tab we do set artillerist for some radio Su-76, another leader, and then some off map in B phase. Interesting. Air tab, quite nice there. You have P2s and P3s, which are a decent planes as well. And on the other side, we do have Panzer-Lehr, which is a division that we don't see that often, mainly because it is usually banned. It's considered to be the best, or at least one of the best Axis divisions in the current meta. Because it has some cost-efficient tools, it has armored cars, which are great, and it has, most importantly of all, the tools to deal with your opponent's light armor and armored cars and whatnot. So, recon tab, we do have some regular infantry recon, then SPW234s and some Pumas, as well as Aufklärer Panzer 4 in B phase. Infantry tab, you have the special thing of this division. You have the Panzergrenadier with a Panzerschreck. It's only 30 points and it comes forced in at a half track, so you have to bring it in the half track. But you know, you basically get the half track and the Panzerschreck for free. So that kind of makes up for the fact that everything is slow. Then we have some Sturm Pioneers in A and B phase as well. Tank tab, it's okay. It's not bad actually. You have Panzer III H's. They are not so good as the regular Panzer IIIs, but they're still nice. I mean, they're quite cost effective at 25 points only. Then you have some Panzer IVs, which we see as well, and some Panthers. Although he goes very light with tanks. He only brings one card of Panzer IV in A and B phase, and then one card of Panther in A and B phase. I could definitely go heavier. Support tab, the usual as well. 2k ammo, MG, flamethrowers is pretty much the basics that you really need. AT tab, pretty standard as well. He brings some martyrs in A phase, pack 40 in A and B, and then we do also see the Jagdpanzer 4A0, which is definitely nice little addition there. And then the A tab, quite mighty with the SCKF set, the Verbal Wind, and some 88s. I mean, this basically does all that you need. Artillery tab quite nice as well. We do only see some mortars and then Nebelwerfer 300mm, which are of course, as we all know, quite strong. Air tab pretty light. It's not that big and you don't have that many options. You only bring some recon and then a Focke-Wulf fighter bomber. And here we are again. So as always, let's look at the deployments first. Down south, we do have a relatively aggressive deployment by Mimile. It is a classic place to push for blue side though, because you have 3 flags here relatively close by. He starts off strong with a Puma. I don't know what's actually going here. Not the Puma, I suppose. And then it follows up with some Sturmpanier in fast transports and some regular infantry and tanks. It's definitely going to be a problem for Jaapaasa. Because Jaapaasa doesn't have that much. It looks like he's trying to put a flamer into there. It's a cheeky little grab that he can try and grab this flag for free for a bit. We have definitely seen this in the past. And then, yeah, just some Tankos and a Matilda too, which is of course great against these Panzer IIIs, but not so great against the Panzer IV and the Puma. Although the Puma it can definitely kill. In the town, we do see a more typical deployment, everything fast sipping in here. I don't know what's going there, probably the recon and then some AT to cover off the road, it looks like. Here as well, Jaapaasa going strong. Yeah, looks like this is Jaapaasa's main focus. Looks like he's trying to push for this flag, potentially even deeper. Although he doesn't actually bring that much armor, it's just an Su-76I and the Matilda 2, which is responded to by Mimile with of infantry, a Jagdpanzer 4A0, which is definitely going to be an issue. I'm not sure. Nothing here can actually kill it, I think. A flamethrower, Puma. I mean, the Su-76 can. It's just not great at it. And then we have some more Pumas up north. Panzer Grenadier. This is about it. And on Jaapaasa's side, the typical push is trying to get into here, something even further forward, and then just defensive up here with, I have to assume this is the AT gun. So yeah, pretty classical, nothing like out of the ordinary that I can see. Definitely curious how this works. Now, Haroshaje is definitely one of the, I would say, fair maps. Oh, we do see recon right off the start from Jaapaasa, not from Mimile though. But yes, as I was going to say, I think this is one of the fairer maps overall. Like both place sites have places where they can very realistically push. I mean, red has the advantage of getting this flag for free early on and forcing blue to either give it up or react for a stronger force, which is definitely annoying. But at the same time, blue, if a successful push here from blue, it will net blue 2 to 3 flags. Town is relatively fair at this here as well. It's not perfectly symmetrical, but it's fair enough. Oh, looks like the flamethrower got killed by the Puma. Sturmpaniers are gonna get in. Matilda is not gonna arrive in time. Puma just charging through. There's a Rozvedka here. They can definitely stop it, but nothing else could do it. Flamethrower got in. Recon and flamethrower might actually be able to get in this church tower. I don't know what the Puma is spawning. Oh, the Strelki. Jaapaasa on top of the micro and unloads it though. Now we see a T-34-76 coming. Yeah, the problem is still the Jagdpanzer 4A0. I mean, yeah, these... Wait, no. This and the SU can kill it. There's only 110, I think, and they have 100 penetration, so it should be doable, but it's not going to be easy. SDK sent one in, an early AEA, to shut down the recon and also prevent further artillery. It's like 14-10 for Jaapaasa. Just grab these 2 flags here, the one up north and the one in town. One up town is in the town is already lost. Half tracks, of course, even the German ones can actually be overwhelming. Like they're not great, but they can, you know, this can still add a lot if your opponent cannot really deal with them effectively. And however, with the Russians, it's not that big of a deal because if you have to stroke a DP, they can kill it with their machine guns, AT guns. Sorry. Looks like Tankos and Saperi just selling in there. Mimile not contesting, which is probably the smart play here. Tanko got forced off. I mean, yeah, 2 Sturmpanier at triple star are a force to be reckoned with. And now we see the armor block pushing. Rozvedka is in position, but he cannot kill all of them. If he can take out the Panzer IV, that would be massive because the Matilda can take care of the rest. It can. Oh, but there's the SDK set 251 in. I haven't noticed what units he brought in with this one, but that's important. Leader probably. Rozvedka gets another kill. Yeah, Matilda should be able to stop this. Wait, they only have 2 shots? Damn, didn't know that. Did he kill the... Oh, 3 probably, because I guess he'd already killed the... we can actually check. Yeah, 3. So I guess he killed the Puma as well. Nice micro there by Jaapaasa. All of a sudden, 13-11 for Mimile though, as he grabs this flag, and... oh, this one as well. Ooh, big excursion here, which would let Jaapaasa know that there's basically nothing here. However, he also doesn't have anything here to follow up on that. So, and the reinforcements are already coming in. I mean, the thing about the AA early on as well is that it makes absolutely sense to stop the recon plane, because if your opponent has an actual air force on top of that, and he notices that his recon plane can just fly around unbothered, then he will send more planes, because he knows that, you know, he can just do whatever he wants with the planes, and you of course don't want that. Oh, well, looks like the Matilda did go down. Did the SDK set take it out? It doesn't have to pen for it. This one, something... Interesting. Definitely killed the other Panzer III that was there. I was in SU-76 coming. The problem is both of these can deal with the SU-76, so SU-76 is actually not the best tool here, but it is, you know, the faster tool than the Matilda. This is like 24 kilometers an hour. Yeah, 26, okay. Yeah, credit where it's due. It's a little bit faster. Still painfully slow though, and this one is 40. It's not super fast either. 15.9 early on. That's not good. Definitely not good. But we have the Strelke DP, and they already got a driver knocked out. Yeah, this is okay. They're failing here. Sometimes they do better, sometimes they do worse. What's actually the armor on this? Oh, it's actually quite good. This is why they're struggling. But yeah, I mean, the Strelke DP can actually be quite annoying. And against these half strikes, like, they work wonder. They have... If you look at the stats, they should struggle a little bit, but actually... They're very reliable when it comes to that. T-34 and Su-76 working on the Jagdpanzer 4A0 now falling back. Yeah, I mean, as I said, they can pen it at close range. It's not that they cannot do it, but it's going to be rough, which is why they decided not to do it. Pull out with a Pak 40, interesting choice. I guess he wants to, no, wants to start covering this off. It's very risky because something here could start shooting at it then. So, SVT is going to get the heat shell off, going to kill that SDKF set there, although it's not that big of a deal. Oh, looks like the SU-76 won against both armored units there. Interesting to see. Karadushka just continues to harassing the Panzergrenadier. I mean, it's in a nice spot where it can actually do some shooting and not get hit by the Panzer strikes, but you have to micro them carefully. Oh, Su-76 engages the Jagdpanzer 4A0, gets a pen on the Jagdpanzer though, which is fantastic. Falling back, yeah, I think Jaapaasa should have just committed at that point. Or Sveka gets hit in a transport, survives though. Jagdpanzer now pushing forward, Matilda pushing across here as well, needs to go further, otherwise it's going to get spotted by the Jagdpanzer and it is going to go down. Matilda versus Panzer III would be a fantastic engagement, but we don't get to see that, it looks like. Also, Jagdpanzer now pushing. If this can get a side shot, I think it does regular damage. No, it only does 5, but still enough, since this one already got penned by an SU. And I think, yeah, these have 8 damage as usual for a medium tank. But Matilda is really just a medium tank with a light tank gun on top of it. Was it spawning? I mean, at this range you can even kill the Panzer 4H, probably. Pen, not kill. Kill as well, but that requires a few more pens. This flag just freely grabbed. Yeah, this is what I was thinking, that the Pak 40 was meant to go here, and now it's going to cover off this road, which is going to be super annoying. So Jaapaasa needs to do something. I mean, it's 59 for Mimile, and Mimile basically gets this for free now. That can't be good. But yeah, I mean, having half packs everywhere is definitely nice, especially if they're basically for free. We're paying with speed for it, truly. Focke-Wulf coming in for some recon, letting Mimile know what's here. SDKF set following together with a Marder. A being called in. Oh, looks like the T-34 gets spotted out by the Pak 40. It's gonna get a pen. It's gonna have to die here. Don't think it's gonna. Shouldn't get out there. Misses. Interesting. P2 now coming in for a bombing run on this. And this thing, I think, is armed, but not armed well enough. Oh, P fails to save today. Oh, that was so close. But at least it's going to flip the flag back. Jaapaasa also regrabbing this, so it should bring it to 13-11. So now he needs to find one more. The problem is in here is kind of difficult because like if he's out in the open against a Panzer-Grenadier, he will lose. At the same time, if he wants to bring armor support, the Panzer-Grenadier will kill that. So that's of course really difficult to work around. More Matildas coming in. We are towards the end of A phase, so we are soon at the point where Jaapaasa's income advantage is the strongest. And I mean, you always think that Vanguard needs to be ahead right away, and this is just not true. It's the same as Maverick, right? You're not gonna do super well right at the start of B phase. Your dominance really starts coming towards the start of the next phase. But of course, if you are already pressured hard in A phase, this is not good for a Vanguard because it makes things a lot harder. But considering that there's not that many units out on the field just yet, it's definitely usually, I would say, the case that Vanguard establishes dominance relatively quickly, much faster than we see here. Because once again, you don't have as many units yet on the field, so everything that you can bring out that your opponent can't just adds, like, has much more value. Panzer-Grenadier, Panzer-Strike nicely positioned here in Church Tower, outside the Church Tower. I think, yeah, it's outside. Yeah, it's outside the church tower, and with the what's it called? Return fire do not reveal itself, and I have to assume auto cover turn off as well, because this is the only way how to do this. Don't know if Mimile has it off in general or just for this unit. The way it looks like it's only off for that unit, I think. Not sure. Personally, I think it's better to have it on because the amount of times where it really saves you is, it's significant. It happens often enough, but it's important to keep in mind that you can turn it off manually for things like this, where you can hide them next to the building, like right here, and not hopping into the building and denying line of sight. This is a fantastic use of this little trick. Oh, ballsy. Panzer D getting in close. I mean, this is risky because one there's Vetska here and this is gone. There's one here. So be very careful with where he positions this. Back to 12 shots, so Jaapaasa equaling out. The problem is he is behind in flags, tickets, and he needs to find some flags now to actually get a... I think he definitely needs a double tick, I feel like. He's working in the town though, and Mimile is quite weak in the town. However, the Jagdpanzer 4A0 is still alive. I think this is the second one, right? The other one must have died. Is this the Jagdpanzer? Yeah, looks like it died. We kind of missed that. Don't know to what. Maybe an Su-85. I think there were two coming in. I only see one, so probably traded with one of the Su-85s. Su-85 can of course kill this. I kind of forgot that is here as well. Marder finding the Strelki SVT. 13-11 now for Jaapaasa as he grabs this one. That's an easy fix for Mimile though. Yeah, it's the leaders that come in the half tracks. The ones with guns. As Su-76 goes down, probably to the Panzer-Strike. No, is it in range for that? No, the Panther. That makes much more sense. Oh, if there was a Rozvetska here, whoo, that would be spicy. But there's none. After those coming in, you have to be careful, or the Panther can spot them and kill them. Panzer 3 H's opening up on the half track there. You know, this is what you really want to challenge with your Matilda, because the Matilda is just as cheap as the Panzer 3H, but of course it can easily kill the Panzer 3H, whereas the Panzer 3H cannot easily kill the Matilda. Although it's not that easy actually. I think the armor is... oh no. This is 10 below the penetration value of the Matilda, whereas the armor of the Matilda is 10 above the penetration of the Panzer 3H. So yeah, no, I was right initially. I was wrong with my statement that I was wrong. Oh, Panther here in a dangerous position, but the tankers do not get in there. Or not far enough, at least. This Panzer-Grenadier might be suppressed before he can shoot at the half-track. It is not, but he misses because of all the panic that it has. Tango here kills off the Sturmgrenadier, can now move forward, kill off the Panzer-Grenadier, and then actually get its grenade off on the Panzer-D. It has an AT grenade, so something to consider. Svedka moving, but unfortunately, Panda is not going to where the Rozvedka needs to be. ISU-122S in. Now the problem is at closer ranges, the Panther can actually pen this relatively reliably, and of course the ISU-122S only needs to hit once, but if it first needs to hit, the accuracy is not that good. We now see an early Nebelwerfer in, as we have reached B phase actually 3 minutes ago. It's a 3M pushing forward, but I mean there's a lot of units here for Jaapaasa. Now not all of them are actually expensive, I have to say that, but there is a lot of units he's pushing for. He can also face the Marder with the Matildas quite nicely, because of course the Marder, ooh, that's not a good fight for the Su-85, although it shouldn't be penned by the SDKZ-251/9, I don't think. Down it goes. But yeah, I mean the Marder is easily penned by the Matildas, and of course it needs to hit the Matilda twice till it can actually pen it. This one is damaged, right? Wonder by what? Actually, no, it's just a little bit suppressed, looks like. Not a Panther coming in up close. Panthers up close, interesting choice. No, did we miss it? Did it go down? It did go down, so the ISU-122S killed it. Is that the Panther? No. Is this the Panther? Did he actually push forward this aggressively? No. Where is it? Where is the Panther? Must have died, I feel like. Because it's not there, the ISU-122S is falling back. Did he get into the woods? No, that's just some regular stuff. What killed it? Where is it? I'm confused. I'm very confused. But anyway, Panzer 3H here goes down to one of these. And now there's basically only the Panzer-Grenadier leader and the SDKZ here back left. So that's definitely not great. I mean, one of the things that we need to consider is once you're kind of holding the edge of the town, it's much harder for your opponent to actually get in. And that's one of like, even if you have lower income, you can actually like get a lot of like stall some time, force some good trades because your opponent has to push into your defenses. Whereas same thing is of course true in the town as well, but if you can cover off open grounds, you can always make your opponent work really, really nicely. Although I guess in this matchup not necessarily, because the Panzer IVs of course have more range than the T-34s. Rozvedka just chilling here. I'm still bothered by me not finding the... Oh, is that the Panther? It is the Panther, so it looks like the Rozvedka got it. Yeah, must have been. That's really bad. But at the same time, Mimile just clearing this now. At first it looked like Jaapaasa was actually going to get back in, but now it looks like he's completely lost this, which is definitely not good. So an interesting front line here. Leader finally goes down. 14-10 still for Jaapaasa. He has not yet equaled out. And Mimile, in the meantime, is pushing hard down south. 25 mil is probably going to die very soon. Strelke SVT kills off the flamethrower, but it should stand no chance against the Panzerfrag. Even with the cover difference, the fact that this thing only has one machine gun and it's a DP machine gun, not good. Although the Panzer-Grenadier just got a massive hit by the Su-122S, so that should definitely turn the tides here. Panther A now coming in. Ooh, I think we're going to see we're going to see the duel here that I expected to see before. Do you have the Su-76M? I think this is the artillery one, right? The other one looks different, I think. I'm not 100% sure. Meantime, in the town, Panzer 3 and Panzer 4 pushing in. D-34 here is nicely flanked by the Pak-40, and these tanks should go down. It bounces, wow. Must have been a shell from the Panzer 3, I have to imagine. The C-34 here, oh, gets a pen on the Panzer 4, but gets killed in return. Matilda putting up a little bit of a fight. Oh, it's getting penned by the Pak-40 as well. I mean, this is the problem if you want... This is the downside if you reach the end of this row here. You can now get covered off by this hill, even by not 2k tools. Okay, SD2 finally got killed off. P3 trying to get in once again, but the SKZ-71 is here. It's gonna have a nice burst off. I don't think it's gonna kill it. This thing has at least medium resilience. I wanna say no, I think it's medium. We have to check afterwards. ISU-122S finds the SKZ, like the regular half track, just to say half track. There's nothing, it's like the most basic half track there is. So 300 mil finds one of the AA guns, which is a nice kill, but it's not that big, I would say. But of course, I mean, it goes to show you how much these top players value recon, because recon is so important. And of course, he might want to prepare for some bombing runs himself as well. So it's not necessarily a bad idea. Look at that. Yes, the 25 mil was still alive. But yeah, was. Now it's dead. Panther A finds a C3. C3 is of course in no range where it can do anything against the Panther A. It can actually do anything at any range because the APCR, which you don't get to see now, is I think only 120. Oh, it's 135, so technically could pen it. So at max APCR range, it's once again very debatable. Now we see the duel that I was waiting for: Panzer-3 versus Matilda. Matilda got a pen from the Panzer-3. It's not what I was expecting. Yeah, now it bounces. So this is what should happen. It's attack power is right. There really is a caster's curse. But yeah, Matilda should easily win against the Panzer-3H. It should struggle against the Panzer-4. That's not a fight you want to take. Oh, it looks like I think he's trying to go for the ammo of the Nebelwerfer. It would be absolutely fantastic if you could get that, but I don't think there's an angle where he can shoot at it. No, I don't think so, especially not with the Panzer-4 being there. Not on that, the Nebelwerfer strike actually goes for this. Strumpani is in. Problem is it didn't kill everything here, so Jaapaasa can reinforce and try to get back in. He is building up his own artillery now, though. Oh, looks like one of these did go down. Oh no, it's just pushing under. Never mind, this is the tank hunter variant. This one is it has the indirect fire sign. This one is the regular one. So you wanted to S versus Panther A. Let's now watch this. So far, okay, now it's gotten a pen. Can the SU-122S hit? If it does, it's going to be an insta-kill. It cannot. Can a Panther hit? It bounces. Ooh. The SU-122S is going to get another shot off. I think. Bounces again. Misses again. Yeah, the accuracy of this is so bad. It's actually better than the ISU-1... What's it? 152? 125? What's the support ISU? I should know, but 152, right? But yeah, this is why I don't like this unit. It's a little bit overpriced. I mean, it kind of has to be because of the penetration power that this has, but with the accuracy and all, it's just not so fantastic. And it still can still be killed by the Panther. It's really very RNG based because it really depends on the accuracy and what RNG's designs that should happen today, whether this pays off or not. This is never a good thing, right? If you have to rely on RNG, this is not good. You don't want to have to rely on RNG. I mean, there's always RNG involved, but there's an acceptable degree of RNG, and then there's a not so much acceptable degree of RNG. SU-122, yeah, is within heat shell range, and finds a kill on an SBW there. This half-track just moving forward, cheekily grabbing his flanks. A nice move there by Mimile. 13-11 now for him, and he still has more tickets than Jaapaasa, so he's managed to stabilize before Jaapaasa could actually turn this around. So Verbal Wind in up north, so Recon should have no chance. We can actually check. It's not quite the same one. He has very good resilience. I'm going to check on the fighter bomber afterwards. Yeah, it's going after the A, so skies should actually now be clear for Mimile. There's no fighter in Jaapaasa's deck anyway, so don't know if there are none. I've not actually checked, so I'm not sure if Mimile can expect there to be none or if he still has to expect that there are some. But I think he could now start bringing out his fighter bombers if he wanted to. So 85 against Panther A leader. That's not the range you want to fight, because at this range the SU-85 can use the ABCR, and it is doing so. Oh, but it gets a fallback. It's unfortunate. It gets out of line of sight of the Panzer-Lehr, so I guess it's okay, actually, weirdly enough. Do these have good APCR as well? Oh no, it's the same as this S3, so if they're close enough at this range, they could pen it. Otherwise, probably not. SU-122S in once again a recon flying around unbothered, letting Mimile know that there's no AA and letting him see a lot of nice things. SU-122S spots the infantry, then I have to. Oh, the Pack 40. Whew, it's going to delete that. But yeah, this is what I said, right? So the problem is if a gun this powerful on a very killable tank, you cannot go too cheap, even though you probably want to. Oh, it's engaged by the Panzer-Lehr now, because otherwise it would just be an absolute power, like too overpowered tool. But unfortunately now I feel like it's just often underwhelming and you tend to lose more points than you need to. So that's not great. But it gets a kill now. This time in the first shot. Though. See, this is what I mean with the RNG thing. It's really not good if you have to rely on RNG that much. 45 mil, not in a position where I can stop all of this, I don't think. It's probably going to be able to stop one or two of them. Maybe wrong. Oh, but it can't kill with one shot, so it's might be able to stop one of them. Maybe not. Oh. No, it's shooting at the infantry now, so these are gonna get in. The after needs to move, otherwise it's gonna get absolutely wiped out at a range. SU-76 now going after the Nebelwerfer. There's an SDKF set right next to it, so if it lands an accidental hit a little bit further north, it might actually kill that. Doesn't look like Mimile has reacted yet. Ammo is also right next to the Nebelwerfer. Oh, gets the kill on the ammo and he takes the Nebel with it. Oh, that's really bad. I know the spread is not big enough to accidentally kill the SDKF set. That's unfortunate for him. SU-76 finds a Panzer-Lehr. Should get the kill there. APCR? Oh no, he doesn't because he left APCR on. That's unfortunate. Panther has fallen back though. P3 got in and I couldn't check once again. It was forced off before I could do anything though by the verbal wind. It was basically a flak filling. Don't know if it actually has better stats or something as well, or if it's really just the chassis that is different. And I mean, the fact that it's armored is actually quite fantastic. And you can even use this a little bit more aggressively. If Z71 is now moved, but the damage is done, the Nebelwerfer is dead. In the town, there's some town fighting going on between Panzer Grenadiers and Strelki, but nothing out of the ordinary there. So things have quite down a little bit. There's a lot of infantry now pushing forward. The guerrilla is here, but the SU-122S is not within range to deal with, and the guerrilla can just obliterate some Strelkis. Pack 40 is also in position. This 3 has been moved back. Interesting choice. I guess because it was in range of the Panzer Grenadier, I have to imagine. Now the ISU is moving, yeah, and supported by the SU-76. But still 14-10 for Mimile, and it doesn't look like Jaapaasa is going to get back in here anytime soon. And I mean, since 5 minutes, income has been throttled, so both of these players now have to make do with what they have. I'm not sure who is currently in a better situation. I mean, definitely at 2k, Jaapaasa can do more. The problem is that there's a lot of places that aren't 2k, like this, the whole town, and so the fact that Jaapaasa has an ISU-122S is not the biggest issue here. Also, he's lost another one, it looks like. Kind of missed that, but this one did go down as well. Don't know to what. Pack 40 maybe? Pack 40 could have done it. Because I don't know what else could have done it, to be honest. There's also no craters or anything, so it wasn't no Nebelwerfer strike, bombing run or something like that. Yeah, Karyatushka just continues to bully some infantry, and it's actually not perfectly placed. I mean, if this would have been able to push just a little bit further forward, would have been able to kill it with the Panzer-Lehr. Recon still unbothered. Infantry now moving forward, but he's stopped by a halfback. There's an T-34 coming in though. I mean, Jaapaasa is definitely set up nicely for the long game when it comes to the tanks, because he has more T-34s than Mimile has Panzer IVs. And the T-34s are cheaper to begin with, and for the town fights they are better with their turret anyway. So, oh no, sorry, it's Panzer IVs, not Stück. So the third thing is, you can kind of forget about that. Panzer moving back in. It kills the SU-76. This is what would have been dangerous with the APCR. Matilda, of course, is nothing in comparison. SU-85 though could be an issue. It has APCR as well. Oh, it's turned off though, and it doesn't look like Jaapaasa's noticed. Oh, it's currently finding these, but it bounces. Wow, that's unfortunate. T-34 in. There's nothing that can really deal with that. Unless it gets too close, so Panzer-Lehr. Pack 40 is kind of forced into this corner, so he can't do all that much. And up north, yeah, Jaapaasa has been forced out here, but he's moving back in, so he killed off this push. Kind of missed that, as just a row of AFTOs. Some Strelka DPs as well. So you should have no problem getting in there, killing off the Pack 40 as well, which is currently going after the T-34. No, there's Vetka. So I might actually save the T-34 there. Problem is, continuing on is going to be difficult because the verbal wind will just obliterate these infantry if they walk anything closer. T-34 now picking on the MG42. Pack 4 is shifted. It doesn't need, like, it's very low, so there's not much that you need to kill that off. The question is, can it kill the T-34 before the T-34 reacts to this? More recon coming. Interesting choice. So Mimile really valuing its recon a lot. Jaapaasa bring in some AA once again. So 13-11 with Jaapaasa. He's pushing forward anyway. Move the Sturm, like the after should win against the Sturmpire. The problem is going to be the Panzer-Lehr. MG42 dead. Pack 40 still moving. That's a nice little cheeky spot. If the T-34 can move just a little bit further forward, it's going to see the SDK-71 and it's going to kill it. No, it's moving away. Why? So close. I mean, of course, Jaapaasa doesn't know, but we know, and it hurts. Problem is, Jaapaasa's forces in town are actually, yeah, they're picked apart. Like, there was a lot of infantry here, most of it is gone. There was lots of tanks here. I mean, not all of them were cheap, good tanks, but still, there was a lot of armor there. All of that's gone now, so it's not looking super good for Jaapaasa currently. He could still turn this around at this point, at least when you look at the time and ticket situation. Back to 12-12, although it's only momentarily. There's a huge pocket that's generated by this one AFTO. Don't get me wrong, it's big, but it's not that big. KDP here, spotted by the verbal wind. It's not gonna kill it, it's gonna get obliterated in return. Yeah, look at that. It's gonna go down probably. No, it doesn't. It's falling back, but it's a little bit too late. Now the Panzer-Lehr coming in right here. So great play there. I mean, all he really needs to do is just cover this off, and the AFTO is not going to do anything against this Panzer-Lehr or the half-track that comes with it. Gardushka now pushing in. Yeah, this is what he needs. It looks like the Pack 40 died. I don't know to what. There's no armor in here. There's no armor coming either. There's a Pack 40 coming, but up close, it's not really the tool that you want to use to stop any tanks. It looks like Jaapaasa is very realistically going to re-grab these 3 flags, which will bring him to 15-9, which would definitely secure him the victory. The problem is, of course, that this grab's going to go away, and he's pressured in the town, so it's not going to be easy. It's still very doable, though. Panzer-Lehr here, yeah. I mean, it catches some infantry out in the open, but if you have 3 Strelka DP shooting at you, you're not going to win. No chance there. As you wanted to, as spots the MG42 as well. T-34 goes down to one of these tanks. The Panther's still alive. That's going to be a major issue there. SU-76 has been resupplied. Don't know what's going after currently after here. Yeah. is now just not surrender, sorry, is surrounded. And the pocket is gonna collapse eventually. P3, no. I wanted to check. What's the resilience on this? I kind of missed again. Just because that's 7-1, forcing everything off here quite nice. I mean, having AA in such aggressive positions is really great. I am often just too afraid to lose them for me to actually doing this, but it can pay off massively. Panzer 4 and Panther, yeah, just absolutely destroying the Strelka DP here. Oh, there's another 25 million. I might actually be able to shoot this down. I don't think it's gonna have the punch to do, but maybe. It's smoking already. Oh, gets the kill. There's one more to go, though. SU-76 now going after the AA here. Oh, he's landing a close hit. Might actually get a hit eventually, but there's no radio here, which is unfortunate. That's the thing that is so powerful about some of the Axis division, and especially the Western Allied divisions. They have so much radio everywhere. Leaders usually have radio. Some recon units have radio. This is something that is very, very powerful that the Soviets just don't have, and it's a massive thing. Oh, looks like the AFTO. Don't know how that happened, but looks like the AFTO actually picked up a kill here. Don't know what happened to the other Panzergren. Is it the same one? Was it just moved back? Interesting. Now we see the first Focke-Wulf coming in. But Jaapaasa regrabbing this flag. He's lost one though. He's lost that one in the town. So it's still 13-11. It's not actually changing anything. Not a Focke-Wulf coming in. It's going to get forced off by the 25 mil. Panther here pushing forward, just bullying whatever. So the Panzer 4 died, it looks like, probably to the T-34. Which would mean that the T-34 is very likely already damaged. Yeah, now the push is happening. Tanko just... Oh no, it's reconnecting. It's always been. It's the one that used to be here. Back to 12-12 now, with Jaapaasa grabbing these two flags. All he needs is this one now. I think it's at 7-1 falling back, probably because of the artillery. And now Jaapaasa is just moving... Yeah, now it's just moving forward. It's actually collapsing this again. Very unlucky. But yeah, Jaapaasa pushing back in, Grenadier leader. Could kill off the T-34 if the T-34 gets too close, which is not happening though. Panzerschreck here will go down, more reinforcements coming in. If Jaapaasa can secure this, he at least will have the 13-11, which might still be enough time. Not guaranteed, but might. Oh no, if he continues to lose flags. 13-11 now for Mimile as he grabs this flag as well. So it looks like the town is crumbling. Jaapaasa will struggle to hold on there, I think. But I mean, he has a very nice push here down south. Might even be able to actually push for this flag as well, which would then definitely grant him the 13-11. I do not think that, like, you can kind of turtle up nicely for these two flags, although all that Mimile has here should be able to force him out, or he could be able, not he should, definitely be realistically pushing him out there. ISU-122S can still kind of block off this Panther as well. Oh, this is how it happens. Cheeky little grab here because Jaapaasa pushed a little bit too deep. Panzer-Lehr now going to get in position, but after is stopping this 12-12 as Jaapaasa, yeah, grabs the flags back and he's got that one once again. Some Sturpaniers here have managed to get in position. More Panzer-Lehr coming in. Yeah, this is going to be a problem for your Jaapaasa because once again, in these kind of spaces, you cannot really support your infantry with tanks, but at the same time, your infantry kind of needs to support by tank. So they have very good resilience. Now we've settled it. But they're not going to get the bombs off still because the SD2 is right there. Oh, we missed another one of these. It looks like the ISU-122S won against the Panther, and this means that this thing is now relatively uncontested. Now, truthfully, the Panzer 4 can pen it, but at max range for the Panzer 4 that is, the Panzer 4 should really struggle. On the flag, re-grabbed. Still 12-12. Could go in either way depending on who grabs the flag first. Jaapaasa his flag back there, or Mimile his flag over there. Focke-Wulf going into a bombing run on the Strelka. This would collapse this flag, which would mean that Mimile, that's of course another option, Mimile brings it to 13-11 by grabbing this flag. There we go. He's going to lose that one in return, looks like. Probably. 13, 11 for Mimile. I mean, truthfully, all that Mimile needs to do here is stall, right? If he can get a single tick going, that's great, but if he can just hold the 12-12, that's also fine for him because he's, of course, in a very comfortable spot. Jaapaasa, on the other hand, needs to build up pressure now and he needs to grab some flags, otherwise this will be game over for him. Of course, neither of these players would be out of the tournament just yet because they have a second game to play, but it's single elimination, so whoever wins of these two gets to continue and the other person will lose. I think this is the semi-finals, I think, if I'm not mistaken. Let's give set here. Gets killed off by the DP. That is what I was saying. Against Russians, half-tracks aren't that good. So Jaapaasa re-grabbing all the flags here. Problem is he's now lost that one in the center here, actually. He's lost that one that he grabbed, and I think he's going to lose this one as well. Although this is not such a strong hold by Mimile. And there's a lot of armor still here. There's not much here that can actually deal with that armor. Some Panzer IVs coming in, but it's going to take a while for them to arrive. At this range also, the Panzer IV can very realistically be killed off by the T-34-76. Just spawning strong, and this is Rosvetka 02, so that Panzer IV here is probably not going to do all that much. It's at least going to prevent Jaapaasa from just getting into this, which is already big. SPW here is bullying some infantry. This is still very, very annoying. And of course the problem is that all this armor is nice and good, but if you want to actually get into here to kill that, it's going to be very difficult because of the Panzer-Lehr with their Panzer-Rex. More SG-76. This is why these are so fantastic. Like, they can actually brawl with a Panzer IV, and they are just significantly cheaper. Up north, we now see a T-34 coming in. I mean, this can kill this, and this would now open up a lot of pressure for Jaapaasa, because Mimile now needs to react with a tank himself. He cannot just easily re-grab this flag. 12-12 as Mimile grabs, Jaapaasa grabs this flag, but it's only momentarily. Panzer-Rex Panzer-Grenadier with Panzer-Rex are already arriving. Jaapaasa still needs to find another flag to get the 1311. He can grab this one maybe. The SU-76 is just sitting there. He has done a lot of work, I'm not denying that, but I know, I feel like this thing needs to fire non-stop now. Otherwise, Jaapaasa might not. Like, I think Jaapaasa just needs it to actually be able to win this. Panzer IV, there's going to be an issue. So Jaapaasa can, well, recon and the fighter bomb is not going to help. They can technically grab this against these two, because if he gets into the forest, he is going to win against the Panzer Grenadiers, of course, if they are out in the open, and the half-tracks can be dealt with the PTRSs or PTRD or whatever the AT rifle is. But the Panzer IV is, of course, going to be a different story. He's re-grabbed this flag, though, and lost that one, so still 12-12. It's far from ideal. The problem is, I think by now, Jaapaasa actually needs to have a triple tick if he wants to have any chance at winning, because it's a 50-minute time limit, and he only has 8.5 minutes left, which is not a lot. Strelke DP versus Panzer Grenadier. I wasn't sure about this, but if the SPW helps, it's definitely not a good fight for the Strelke. IC-122 kills the Panzer IV, but trades. Oh, that's so bad. Really, they're really just a caster's curse. I said that he can technically pen it, but it's gonna struggle at range, and there we go. It finding the hit. That's really unlucky. As you said here, it can easily be killed off by the Rosvetka. Look at that. Jaapaasa getting the 1311 that he needs, but the problem is he has more than half of the tickets to go down, and he has less than half of the time that is left there, so that's very, very unfortunate. He needs to find more flags now. Looks like he's going to get one more here. Problem is where to go next. He's losing that one. Oh, that's so unfortunate. The SU-76 can, of course, move forward and stop this, and there is a artillery lead as well to deal with that. But the problem is, even if he gets that, he needs to find one more flag. He's found it here. If he gets this back, it's going to be a 15-9. Is what he needs. And if Rozvedka can actually lock this down as well. Like, his flag should not be easily contested by Mimile now, even with his Panzer IV there. There's a Guerrilla coming in, which of course is going to do great against infantry, but not so great against Panzer IV, T-34. T-34 versus Panzer IV. Oh, it was already damaged. Takes a hit by the Panzer IV, goes down, and the Panzer IV unfortunately is not hit by the T-34. Tanko is going to get caught out in the open, but it's going to be able to return fire relatively soon. Not yet, and he goes down. After, or Panzer-Lehr falling back though, so After and Strelka should be able to secure this together with Rozvedka, still 14-10. We see a mortar half-track now coming in after. Yeah, I mean, this is not a bad idea, because if the AA is gone, of course, then yeah, some air bully can just be done. But, oh, it's not timed well. He's going after the P2, but it's not yet shot at by the A1 with the mortar, so he can force that off. Oh, artillery is so close off grabbing this flag back. Problem is, against the Sherman Pioneer up close, of course, it is gonna lose. Is he ground attacking? No, he's not. It has been spotted. Oh, the T-34-76 helps out here. He hops forward, hoping to get into CQC range to fight that. Smokes off. Really nice play there. We see some artillery duty being done by the SU-76, but it's not going to be enough. Mimile just stalling. This is all that he needs to do now. Yeah, Rozvedka is in a bad spot here. It should just, and honestly, should just chill here and make sure that, you know, Mimile cannot move in with his army, because as long as he cannot move in and Jaapaasa can force off anything coming his way here, he should be fine. E34 coming in. Maybe this one's gonna have a better chance. Oh, artillery getting the pin here. It's gonna be 15-9, and ooh, that's gonna be really close. I don't think that's gonna be enough time for Jaapaasa. This would have needed to happen sooner. So Mimile actually grabbing this for a brief moment was absolutely crucial. But let's wait and see. Maybe. No, I just don't think it's enough time. I do not think it's enough time for Jaapaasa. He's held on so well, and he's actually pushed back really nicely. I mean, it's a cool thing if you with these lower incomes, right? You still see a lot of things going on later on. You just have less units on the field to do it. Looks like verbal wing coming in. It looks like Mimile is out of tanks, maybe. He doesn't have that many. We have to remember this. We haven't seen a new one in quite a while. This was the last one I've seen, I think. And he's bringing in a guerrilla, so that to me is an indicator. This is just chilling here still. So you see a 45 million. It's actually a good tool in this spot. T-34 finding some Panzer Grenadier there to pick on. Not much happening up north. I mean, yeah, Jaapaasa not trying to get in here is understandable. He doesn't actually know how much there. After here pushing forward, it's quite ballsy. Problem is the Wirbelwind might actually stop that. Otherwise, it would be a great play. T-34 coming in as well. That would definitely. I think there has to be a misclick. Can't imagine that was his actual. Yeah, Wirbelwind takes out the after easily. I mean, it's grabbing the flag, but it's not going to do the job, unfortunately. It's going to get killed anyway. Relatively quick. There we go. And down it goes. Yeah, back to 15-9 with this flag now going away once again. Mortar going after, don't know what. Where the SU-76 used to be, this SU-76 just going after this infantry there. Oh, no, never mind. There's one more Panzer IV. It's a recon one, and it's sneaking through here. Panzer, same thing for the Panzer. So it looks like he's going for the long run, trying to get through here safely, because it doesn't know what's there. I mean, truthfully, there could be a Rozvedka here, so for all you know. So it's not a bad idea to do this. Panzer here has managed to push in here, regrab this flag, back to 14-10. A T-34 is actually in danger, might get killed here. That would be massive at this point in the game. Down it goes. I think this was just Jaapaasa's chances of actually winning. I think they have, like, if I've seen this correctly, they should have gone the moment um, Mimile grabbed this, but I feel like, oh no, never mind, he's probably back to 59. How? Oh, he's grabbed this one now. But no, now it's definitely too late. It's about 2 minutes left, and it's about half these tickets down, which is 3.5 minutes ish. So it's not going to be enough time. But yeah, if it was close before this, now would have definitely sealed the deal, I feel like. SPW actually takes out the SS-77. This thing doesn't have good armor, and it was facing towards the Sturmpioneer even, so it's easy kill there. P3 is going for the Sturmpioneer. If it can get the kill, it will grab this flag. Misses though as Mimile nicely moves away the Sturmpioneer. SPW goes down to the T-34, which is going to take out Sturmpioneer as well. So nice play there by Jaapaasa. 17-7 now. Is he actually going to pull this off? I don't think so. It's 1 minute left. It's going to get more flags. Oh, if he could have done this just a little bit sooner. Problem is this T-34 might actually die here. And it's not a very stable push either. Oh, this is so close. No, 1 minute is not enough. I don't think so. I do not think so. Panzer-Lehr is gonna... Doesn't Mimile notice? That's the question. He does. And down the T-34 goes. It's gonna bring it back to a 18-9, I think? Or at least an 18-8. One of these two. Oh, that's so unfortunate. That's so unfortunate. That was a really nice push. If you Panzer could have done this a little bit earlier and just hold it for a little bit longer, it might have made all the difference here. He's doing another encirclement here. Wow. Great play. Oh, it's not paying off, really. But the circle DB at close range could still win against a Panzerschreck there. That would be absolutely huge. If it wasn't for the fact that he only has 10 seconds left and he's not going to make it. Wow, but what an amazing play by both players. I mean, Jaapaasa's definitely show a lot of skill here, fighting back. And I mean, Mimile is a very good player. So Mimile is right there at the top. So yeah, impressive show there by both players. And trades are pretty even. So I mean, wow. A lot of respect there for Jaapasa. I mean, for Mimile as well, he played this very nicely and took a well-deserved win. Although, true, yeah, I mean, I don't know. I feel like both players really would have deserved this. Both played a fantastic game here. So let's look at the kills. Let's look at the chronology, actually. Yeah, look at it. I mean, at the start, there was a little bit of domination there by Mimile, certainly. And even in the earlier times of A phase, it was the game was dominated by Mimile. And then the pendulum swung back a little bit for Iapasa. Then, yeah, that's just really a mix of both players, really getting some good trades every now and then. Yeah, sometimes one player dominates a little bit and then another one. But yeah, kills. Svetka here. Matilda. I mean, this the Matilda got the probably side shot. Wow, fantastic there. I mean, that's a good trade. T-34 did some nice work. But Matilda did some nice work. SC-76, yeah, oh, that's the artillery one. Yeah, I killed the Mountain Munition, which also killed the Nebelwerfer in as a consequence of that. The 45, I don't know where that was. Probably the town. Did a lot of good work as well. And the ISU wanted to ask, wow, look at this thing go. It killed 2 Panthers. Oh, that's the one that died in the very end. Yeah, it took out 1 Panther and then the other one. So at least it actually survived some Panthers, other than the other 2. A lot of work as well. Rozvetska here doing a nice job. Another T-34 doing some work. So yeah, a lot of units actually generate a lot of value there. On the other side, I think it's probably going to be a similar picture. Yeah, we have some units that did meh, and then we have some that actually did pretty well. Yeah, Panther here. Killing the ice you wanted to ask. That's that's just sad. Nebelwerfer didn't actually do much. That's really underwhelming. Relay, on the other hand, did a lot of work. This Panther did a lot of work. Killed an SU-122. It's also nice. Anything else? The Whirlwind did more artillery duty than actual AA, I guess. But yeah, great game to both players. Hope you also had fun watching. And yeah, wish you all a great day. See you next time.